Keegan-Michael.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed. A man who radiates joy, if I might be so bold.
Say again?
A man who radiates
Oh, who
joy.
radiates joy. Thank you.
I'm guessing it doesn't take much to get a pep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My word.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
As to the crowd here tonight, doesn't take much to get a pep in your step on a night like tonight, I guess.
No. You're getting fed by all these people behind it, and by you guys, frankly. I got to be quite honest. I enjoy the UK so much. I just love being here. So everything about it, and the movie's good. It's always great when the movie's great. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Transformers seems to be a bit like the Mission Impossible series, where they make about 100 million of them, and then they start getting better towards the back end. The critics have loved it. Let's talk about the movie. The last time an animated Transformers movie came out in cinemas was like 86. Is this one less depressing than that?
This is less depressing than that one. It is. I mean, it's intense, but definitely less. That movie is ridiculous. I mean, that's a curveball. That was a curveball because, and I just watched it recently again, and I was like, oh God, forgot about that. I don't want to ruin anything, but for anybody who wants to rent it and watch it, but
I forgot that Orson Welles was in that.
Orson
movie.
Welles did the voice of Unicron. Yeah,
and I thought this one was full of A-listers. But like, come on,
but the A-lister, right?
Yeah.
The only other person they could have had in that movie was Laurence Olivier. Could you imagine if Laurence Olivier had been in that movie?
Oh my God.
But and then a very young Judd Nelson. Played Hot Rod in that movie, yes. Yeah.
One for the Breakfast Club fans out there. Now, you've done a few animated movies in the past. When you're going into a booth, do you get less nervous the more of these that you do, or do you go in there thinking, oh, I'm going to have to come up with something new?
I think I get more nervous because I've done enough where I always want to figure out how do I differentiate this character from the last character I played. What's going to be in the timbre of my voice? Am I going to try to make him sound like he's on helium? Is it going to be in the deepest register I can possibly go? Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And this one was actually very vulnerable and revealing because the director said, I want it to be you. I said, what do you need, Josh? What do you want for Bumblebee? And he went, I just want Keegan. So we made a kind of, I still got to get my twist in there a little bit. It's kind of like a higher pitched, more youthful me, but it's still me, yeah.
And one disappointing thing about animated movies is that I don't imagine that you guys all get to be in there together at the same time.
We don't.
But does that mean it gives you a little freestyle of excitement when you finally get to see the movie and you see her up there with Scarlett and Brian and Hemsworth himself, and like it's like a new experience?
It's the best part. One of the best parts of making an animated film is the first day of press, because that's when you get to meet everybody. Because there are no set hangs. There's no set hangs. So I do really enjoy that. But the other thing I really enjoy is watching the progress of the animation. So you do your voice and it's against the scratch track. Then the next time you do the same lines, you hear the other actor and you go, oh, that's what she's doing with it. Oh, I got some ideas. And then you hear two actors together and you go, oh wait, I'm gonna bring this to it. It's so much fun to that way they evolve.
Yeah. And like you said at first, thank God it's a good movie, because the first day of press when you think you've made a stinker, that must be awful.
Biggest acting job of your career.
And
it's when the movie's not good.
Finally, I'm a big Key and Peele fan.
Yes.
And like, you must get this every time a movie comes out. I know you're both busy boys, but like, is there a chance that there's so many reboots, there's so many people coming back and celebrating the stuff we used to love. Can you give me a year when that's gonna happen or what?
There's always a chance. I wish I could give you a year. I've got to give Jordan a little more time to continue being the Black Stanley Kubrick and do his thing. I kept saying he's going to get this out of his system and then we'll get back together. Hasn't happened yet. So I wish I could give you a date, but not yet. But never say never.